Minus 37.
Hello
iPhone
guys, it's, what time is it at the moment?
Message. No. Clock. Calendar. Saturday the 10th of August.
It's the 10th of August.
Clock. 5:47.
And it's 5:47 p.m. and I've just made some toasties. So I'm going to lock my phone and I'm going to put my toasties on a plate and eat while I talk. Because I'm going to have a massive fucking rant. I'm going to have a huge rant. So, just have to concentrate so I don't burn myself, but I have made banana Nutella toasted sandwiches and I want to make sure I don't burn myself when I pick it up. Okay, that's that one done. Gonna move it over and you can hear it sizzling because there's probably some Nutella on the hot plate that I don't even know about. And I don't want it going fucking everywhere. So, I'm going to put that up on top of the other one. And I'm going to leave my sandwich press the way it is because it is very hot and I don't want to touch it while it's hot. So I'm going to take the plug out just to make sure it is definitely turned off. And I'm going to have a fucking massive, huge rant, so here goes. I was talking to one of my YouTube subscribers today. They know who they are, so I'm not offended at them. And I'm actually on their side. Excuse me. I'm actually on their side when it comes to NDIS issues. I had a cup of coffee half an hour ago. And I've just made 2 toasties. I still have a lot of bread frozen in the freezer. I have not gone to the shops today because I just thought, well, fuck it, I can go. I don't even care if I don't go to the shops tomorrow. I can go there on Monday. So, yeah, I will deal with the shops when I deal with them. I'm even happy to get to the shops on Monday afternoon and meet my subscriber, but I just can't do a recording because they can't, well, I can't say, but they can't be on my recordings, even by accident, and I can't say why, but, you know, that's just how it is, and that's okay. I'm not offended, and I don't take personally if people can't be on my recordings, but when I'm recording in public spaces, I just tell people that they need to expect that in public they could end up in my recordings by accident. So, if there's any reason that they can't be on there, tell me before I actually go out and do a public recording. So that way I know
5:51 p.m.
to either
speech off,
turn off the recording when those people are there, or just do the recording and make sure I tell people, oh, you know, I'm doing a recording, I'll be with you in half an hour, you know, so then they're not part of my recording. Anyway, at least I know some people for different reasons can't be in my recordings, so I just don't do recordings around them. I'll be doing a recording at the shops, but not when the person I know of is there. I'll only do recordings when it's just me, or, you know, they're not around to say hi to me or whatever. So, here comes my massive rant. I'll be playing my game later for a while because I'm going to take my magnesium and melatonin, and taking either one separately is okay to do each day, but if you take it together, it concentrates magnesium in the body a lot more. So if you do that, it eventually doesn't happen right away, but if you keep doing it without medical supervision, you can get magnesium poisoning. So it's very important, if the doctor says, please don't take these tablets together long term, don't do it long term, because the doctor has a reason. They're not just going to school to train as doctors to say, I just randomly don't want you to take these together for longer than a week because I just randomly feel like saying it. Like, they obviously have a really good reason and a safety concern about mixing certain tablets together for long periods of time. And the doctor also made sure that I don't take laxatives each day. And she also made sure that if I'm going to take laxatives, I have to take one packet at a time and only twice a day and only for 3 days, which I never have to take it for the 3 days. But if I feel really, really bad, where the constipation isn't going away, I can take up to 4 packets of the laxative that I have in one day, but it has to be taken over 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours, so 4 packets over 4 to 6 hours. And if the 4 packets don't work, I then got to ring the doctors, and then it's classed as an emergency issue. But I don't have that happening yet, and I'm not getting worse, and I'm okay, so no worries. Basically, I'm really pissed off that the NDIS is pressuring people I know of to do more outings when they can't. I'm still waiting for my toastie to cool down, by the way. Well, 2 of my toasties that I've got here are cooling down because they're hot. And I also hate how the NDIS says, get evidence from your doctor that you need this other medical thing funded, and then they turn around and say, oh no, if you can get it through another insurance plan, if you can get your medical thing fixed through another insurance plan, we don't want to know about you because you don't have enough evidence for funding this physio or whoever. I'm not prepared to go to another gym that I know of. I found it on the internet yesterday. My subscriber, who I know that, like, they know who they are, who I speak to. I can't say on YouTube what the issue is, but they know what it is. Basically, I can't go to that gym because I'm not associated with certain members who I can't speak to. I'm not associated with them. And I can't speak to certain people, so I can't go to the gym where those people are because I can't talk to them. And I can't just go to the gym to do my own thing and know that those people are there. They're talking, and I'm not talking to those certain people, but they're there and I can hear them, we'll be able to hear them talking. It's like, that'll be awkward. I just don't want to go to a gym to associate with certain people who I want to avoid like the plague. I can't say why. Yes, it comes across as lame because I can go to the gym without talking to people, but that's not what I'm getting at, and I can't explain it any further because I will identify who these people are by accident, and I don't want to do that. So I can't explain the situation any further than I could go to this gym run by the NDIS and deliberately not talk to these people, but there's a reason I have to fully avoid them and not just not speak to them. Like, I can't go into details. It's not just the fact that I can go to the gym and not speak to people who I don't like, it's not that simple. Yeah, so I'm not going to this gym. I'm going to a different one and a different gym. And how, at least they're cool enough. I don't have enough evidence to get physiotherapy under the NDIS. I don't have enough evidence. So I have to pay out of pocket for a physio. And what I hate with the NDIS is they always say, oh, just keep going back to your doctor. And it's like, no, going back to the doctor doesn't change the same answer that I'm always given, which is, oh, you keep going to your doctor and they're not giving you enough evidence for a physio. We just want you to keep asking your doctor over and over again for the NDIS to keep saying no, to keep declining my request for a physio to be funded over and over again. And I can't go into details again because I don't want to identify subscribers. I can't tell you how I know of someone being pressured by the NDIS. I can't say what's going on. I can't do it. But something's happened, and I'm concerned that this person is going to get into trouble based on what the NDIS based on what the NDIS says. They're going to try and get this person into some trouble because they're choosing to stick to their convictions about something that I can't say it. But they're choosing to stick, excuse my cough, guys. Someone who I know of is choosing to stick to their convictions and they're being pressured. All I can say is that they're being pressured by the NDIS, and I can't say anything else. What I can say is that I can't stand how I hear from certain people from the NDIS, I won't say who, but certain people are like, how do I say it without identifying anybody? Okay, certain people are not happy that I'll lose some funding next year because I'm not using my plan properly, and that's the pressure I'm being put under, is that I have to make myself exhausted and burnt out just to make certain people happy that I'm using up all of my funding when I've got a routine that works. And I've found out that NDIS providers are not happy with my routine because it doesn't align with NDIS guidelines. And I said, well, I won't say who I spoke to, but I said, well, I'm doing what works for me. I'm not doing what works for the fucking NDIS. And I'm not aligning with NDIS guidelines because their guidelines are requiring me to do more activities than what I can physically handle, and I'm burnt out. So I'm going with what I can handle, and NDIS providers aren't comfortable with helping me because then they won't get paid for enough, they won't get enough funding. Because these support workers won't get paid for enough hours because my routine isn't. So support workers get paid by the hour. So with my routine the way it is, they'll only get 4 or 5 hours of payment each week from me, right? Which won't actually be enough money for them each week. And it's like, to me that's just greedy, because support providers get paid 3 times what people get on the pension. So in my mind, if support providers want to have an 8-hour working week to get paid, they are doing it at my expense, regardless of what happens, so that support workers will get paid for 8 hours of the week, when their weekly wage is 3 times my pension in the first place. So I think it's all just about greed. So I not only have to use up my NDIS funding, I have to deliberately burn myself out just to prove that my plan is no longer working, because I have a routine that I don't want changed. And if I do what is required by the NDIS, I'll end up losing my routine at the gym. I'll end up having to get rid of the gym, and I'm not ready to get rid of it. So the NDIS wants me to do the gym once or twice a week, so that way workers can come in and help me with activities, and that's not what I want. I want to do the gym 5 days of the week, an hour each morning, because it works well for me, and then I go shopping and go home. But the NDIS doesn't agree with that because they can't pay providers for enough hours, so then providers don't get paid very well. And it's like, that's not actually my problem. That's not my issue. I don't care if people get paid less hours, less money, because I'm choosing to stick to a routine that I can put up with without getting really sick and really stressed. It's not my problem that support providers don't get paid a lot of money. I'm not prepared to get burnt out just so that the support provider can say, oh, fuck you, I'll just find another client who will give me more hours and I'll get paid more money. You know, it's like, support providers will wait till I'm burnt out, then I'll either ditch them or they'll ditch me because I'm not able to keep up with their really heavy, hectic activity schedule, just so that they can complain that, oh, I can't handle going out too often. And then when the doctor says, well, no, I can't go out too often, the NDIS says, oh no, that doctor's wrong. That psychiatrist just needs to change your medication or put you on new medication or increase the dosage of medication or do this or do that. What? So I get burnt out, and instead of just accepting that I need to rest at home and I can only go out for an hour each day to the gym and then spend another 3 hours at the shops doing shopping and sitting down to eat, that's all I can manage. So the NDIS want proof that I can't handle any more than what I'm already doing. And then they're going to turn around and say, oh no, your support providers aren't getting paid enough. We need you to do more activities. We need you to get burnt out. We need you to get sick. We need you to get exhausted. Just so that they can have a reason for someone else to take control of my life. Just so that the support provider can actually get paid. And I went, you know what? No. I'm keeping my routine the way it is. And if the NDIS ditches me, I don't care. If support workers come around, I'm going to stand my ground and say, I'm going to the gym. And if you don't like going to the gym, you need to stop being my support worker. Because, I don't want support workers whinging at me saying, oh, why do you have to go to the gym each time we go out? I would just say, because I go to the gym every day, and if you don't like it, you're not my worker. I don't like it when people tell me that I don't have to change my routine, and then they say, oh, what if your support workers want to do this and this and this? It's like, it's not actually about what my support workers want, it's about what I want. And that's why I hate the NDIS, because they say, you've got choice and control. And then they say, oh, your workers are suggesting this and this. It's like, I don't care about suggestions. I'm doing what I want, not what my workers think I want, you know? I am going to take magnesium and melatonin tonight. I do know it can put me at risk for magnesium poisoning, so I'm not taking it more than twice a week. I'm not doing that. Because I know it's dangerous to take it long term mixed together. So, I mean, I know I can have melatonin each day for weeks and it's okay. I know I can have magnesium without melatonin each day for several weeks and it's fine. But I found out the other night that mixing it together, as in reading about it, mixing it together is not the same as having it separately. So either magnesium or melatonin. It's if you're having it separately, that's not the same as taking it mixed together. So if you swallow a melatonin or you swallow a magnesium and you don't mix it, that's nothing. But if you swallow it both together, so one magnesium, one melatonin, and I take the big magnesium tablets, the bigger dosages, if you take one of each together, that's different from taking it one or the other, so separately. So I'm only taking it together tonight, and I won't take it until, I'll wait for another 7 or 8 days so that I'm not taking it every night. Because I do that so that I can fall asleep faster. I know it's dangerous taking it both together for longer than 5 days, I believe, from what I read. And I told my GP, I won't go into all details, but I told her that the way I deal with meds is like taking antidepressants, but it's not the SRI drugs that I can't handle. So, at least she knows that now. But I'm going to need it tonight because I'm stressing over what certain NDIS people are telling me. And if I need any melatonin tomorrow night, I'll just take it, but not with the magnesium, of course. But if I don't take it together tonight, I'll end up staying awake till fucking 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, stressing out over the shit that I hear from certain people who work for the NDIS. I'm really pissed off to know that more and more people are being pressured to get burnt out from their outings so that the NDIS can say, oh no, you're not burnt out, you're just exhausted because you did a lot of stuff today. And I'm sure a psychiatrist can give you medication that will magically stop you from burning out, and you'll magically be able to go out every single day. Because you will somehow choose not to be exhausted. You can choose not to be stressed. You can somehow magically choose not to be sick, and you can magically choose to be okay with too many outings. Like, I don't know where the NDIS gets all this shit from, but I know I'm anxious enough to be awake till 4 o'clock in the morning with a massive headache. I've got a bit of a headache that's been going all day, but it's getting worse tonight. So taking magnesium and melatonin will help me get rid of it. And then tomorrow I'm going to take a vitamin D gummy, because I'll take that in the morning because I haven't been going outside. And my doctor wants to make sure I'm not taking it every single day because I'm still young and I don't need it every day. And it's like, that's a load of shit. I need to take it. So I take the ones that you just take once a week, and my doctor's not happy because I just buy all this stuff from Amazon, and she's like, oh, you need to start getting prescriptions because you're buying too many things. And I'm like, well, so? I don't care. I don't give a shit, really. It's stopping me from drinking alcohol, and that's all that matters. I just find it really stupid that the NDIS can tell everyone that once you pick your outings, you go out each week, which sounds great on paper, but as soon, and they all do it, all the providers, as soon as you mention you're sick, they say, oh, you're just choosing to stay sick. You can recover a lot quicker with these special tips and tricks. If you don't get better by next week, we're just going to ditch you because you're choosing not to commit to your service agreement and you're choosing not to recover. And service providers end up cancelling service agreements because they go, oh, you're just saying that you're sick so that you can get out of going out without cancelling your service agreement. So we're just going to cancel it. And when you feel better and you've stopped, I don't know, whatever excuses you've made about getting sick, you can reapply and say that you won't keep on making excuses and you won't keep cancelling your commitment to going out. So my response is, so I have to commit to going out no matter how contagious I am, no matter how much stuff I get wrong with me. I could even end up with pneumonia, and I just have to choose not to cancel my outings, because if I say I've got pneumonia and I can prove that if I get sick like that, I have to prove that I'm not just making excuses just to cancel my commitments, and then the service provider can still ditch me because it's like, oh, we don't want people who get sick with pneumonia. We just want people who never get sick. So that's why I end up ditching support providers, because you put your commitment down on paper and they don't care how sick you get. You just have to stay with your committed support schedule, no matter how sick you are. And if you go to the hospital, the the support provider can ditch your service agreement if you go to the hospital too. They don't have to keep you on the service agreement. So then I end up ditching support providers because I know they don't care. And they're not helpful. They just want to get paid heaps of money to come to my home, tell me to stop making excuses when I'm actually sick, or whenever I get sick, I'm apparently making excuses, don't forget. So they get paid to come to my home, to take me out, and if I get sick, I'm just excusing, I'm trying to excuse getting out of commitments, and it's breaking the law, and it's this and it's that. I'm not allowed to admit to getting sick. So that's what I say, right? Fuck the NDIS, because they're not actually helping me. They're just using my NDIS plan to milk whatever funding they can get, because they know it's not my Centrelink pension. They know it's my plan. And they're milking me for what they can fucking use out of me. And they don't give a flying fuck about my welfare or my bloody life. So fuck the NDIS. if someone else, I can't say who they are, but if they try telling me, oh, you're going to have a reduced plan next year, I'm just going to say, no, I won't even say who they are, he, she. I'll say person, so that way they can't be identified. I'll say, all right then, person, whoever you are, I'll get a reduced plan, but I'm not changing my current routine of going to the gym and going to the shops every single day, because I know how to handle that routine without stressing too much. And I'm not going to change my routine just to keep my fucking stupid NDIS plan, when I'm more concerned about my health and well-being than I am about a fucking plan that doesn't even work for me anyway. That's what I'm going to tell this certain person. And if they try to say, oh, that's just your mental health, you need a psychiatrist to tell you that you can go out more because you're just saying that you're unable to do anything else because you're just choosing to think that way, and you're choosing not to change your routine, I'll just say fine. I'm going to tell the psychiatrist exactly the same thing, and if they say anything, I'm just going to say, I don't care, I'm not changing my fucking routine. And if the support workers forcibly stop me from going to the gym because they reckon, oh, you can't go there for an hour each day, I will tell them to get fucked. And I will ditch my service agreement and tell them to never come back to my home again. And then I'll tell this other person who I can't say, but I'll tell this other fucking person, don't come to my home again either. I was glad to talk to this subscriber who I know of. They know who they are. Because, yeah, they know what I'm getting at, I don't want anyone else being pressured by the NDIS to fucking do stuff that they can't manage either. I can't say how I know what's going on, but I hear horror stories and it sucks. I just find it unbelievable that certain NDIS people are telling me and several other participants that we're just choosing to stick to an inflexible routine that somehow a psychiatrist can magically change to make it better for the support workers. And I said, I won't say who I said it to, but one of my subscribers knows what I'm saying and knows what it means. I just said, no, a psychiatrist isn't going to make my life work better for the support workers. The psychiatrist is going to make my life work better for me. I won't say who, but a certain support provider once, oh, I can't say which doctor either. Apparently a certain support provider wants a doctor to tell me that my routine isn't compatible with the NDIS. And this doctor hasn't said nothing because the doctor is agreeing with me. They're not agreeing with the NDIS. So, I can't say why, but I can say that the NDIS is attempting to force me to change my routine to make support workers comfortable instead of just making me comfortable. I have to change to make the NDIS providers happy. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. And I dug my heels in and I told the doctor certain things. And the doctor is on my side with that. I can't say why, but one of the people I know of who listens to my videos will totally know what I'm getting at. His chocolate toasty was yum. I obviously can't say too much, but I can say that the NDIS is only concerned about paying support workers. It's not concerned about how sick I'll get or how exhausted I am or how burnt out I get. Like, the NDIS is only concerned about paying support workers. And apparently me being burnt out means I'm choosing to be ungrateful for the help I could receive that I'm not accepting. And it's like, that's not how being burnt out works, actually. And that's why I'm not grateful. And that's why I'm not accepting help from workers, because they don't care that I get burnt out. Like, if I have to be grateful for support workers just so that they can get paid for me to get exhausted, and that's how they want me to show gratitude, I'm like, no, that's not happening. And I told a certain doctor, and they're on my side. So, I can't say too much, but obviously what I will say is to the person in question, you know who you are. Maybe you kind of need to hang on. Basically, without saying too much, the subscriber who I know of might need to say something to another certain doctor as well, just so that they won't be put under too much pressure as well, without, like, I can't say too much, but you kind of get the meaning. Certain doctors need to know what's going on so they can write letters to our NDIS people, right? Just to say, stop pressuring us, and our healthcare can't, our current health situations, which I won't say, can't handle what certain people are telling us to do. And if that doesn't work, then we're going to have to, unfortunately, turn it into a legal complaint. Unfortunately. Because, like, the NDIS doesn't listen to its participants, because according to the NDIS, participants make up excuses to choose not to go out, when in fact the NDIS doesn't care that participants are too exhausted to even go out. Way too exhausted, you know. I can't say why or how or what I know is going on. I can't say too much. But what I can mention is I will probably have to go on to certain meds soon, knowing me, and the NDIS is just going to say, oh, you're just choosing to take medication that you don't need, and then I'll just say, ditch my fucking NDIS plan, I don't fucking need it anyway. Tomorrow morning I'm taking my vitamin D tablet. Because I need it. And yes, I use a little medicine cup, put what tablets I need in it, and take just those ones that I put in there, because then I know exactly what I've taken. So don't worry. Please don't worry. And I go to the doctors all the time, so she'll make sure that I'm okay. I can't have any more coffee tonight. I can't do it. I can have it tomorrow, but not tonight. I don't understand why people need to be so horrible to blindies. You know, sighted people are so bad to blind people, because Like, not only do they not understand that blindness causes fatigue and tiredness, they don't understand that going out all the time doesn't work. Like, they don't, sighted people don't get it. And if you tell the NDIS, oh, we're doing too much, we're getting burnt out, the other excuse they use is, oh, that's because you're not used to going out every day. And it's like, no, that's not what we're getting at. That isn't what we're fucking saying at all. Stupid fucking bastard of service providers. This is why I don't use them, because they're so fucking hopeless. Trying to tell us, me and several other people, that we're not used to going out every day when we fucking are, and it's fucking painful. And I hate it. I'm going to have to stop this rant because I'm losing my temper even more, and my next door neighbour will probably end up ringing our real estate, won't say, but our real estate person, and I frankly don't want the cops coming around. So I'm not going to say any more, but what I will say is that I'll be reading and playing games until I'm really tired. I'll probably come back and do another book review tonight if I end up finding something interesting, or I'll finish reading that book that I never even got the chance to get back to last night because I started listening to YouTube and then I fell asleep, so I never got my chance to actually read this book that I told you all about yesterday. So god damn it, I have to get back into it tonight, and when I get the chance tomorrow, the next day, or I don't know, at some point when I get the chance to tell you, I'll let you know how the book went. But from reading it, it seems like a pretty good book. I will not ditch my Kindle Unlimited subscription because even though it's $13, nearly $14 a month, it is not too bad. It's a bit dear, like a bit expensive, but for how many books I read each month, I read like 2 or 3 books a month, which is quite a bit. Some people read a lot more, but so what? I'm reading a lot as far as I can get the time to read. So I think it's worth keeping my subscription. And I also bulk purchase certain things off Amazon, so I'm keeping Amazon Prime. And I'm buying my white canes privately because I don't believe in using the NDIS, because they don't want to use my funding for white canes, because I'm supposed to be able to choose to be independent and choose not to use my white cane when I actually need my fucking white cane. And I've told the NDIS for years that I need to use a white cane for the rest of my life, and certain people are still saying, oh, no you don't. And I'm like, well, get fucked, I actually do. And get fucked even more for assuming that I don't have permanent problems when I actually fucking do. So yeah, the NDIS can burn in hell as far as I'm concerned. It can go to fucking hell and stay there. And I'm not grateful for support providers who don't give a flying fuck about my health and well-being just so they get paid. Why would I be grateful for that shit? I'm only grateful for people who genuinely want to help me out, actually try to help me, and then accept that when I need to rest at home, I need to rest. That's what I liked about our previous block funding before the NDIS came in. People were more respectful until the fucking NDIS came in, and now it's fucking dodgy as. Anyway, I'm not really tired yet, but I am starting to slowly get tired. So I'm like, getting over wanting to continue ranting. I'm starting to slowly get over it, like, oh, fuck it, I'll rant about it tomorrow or the next day. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm getting to the point now where I'm like, oh, screw the fucking NDIS. Ranting about it is getting stuff off my chest that I want to talk about so that people know how shit the fucking system is. But in myself, I'm like, oh, fuck it, I've got more important things to do than whinge about the fucking stupid shit of a damn NDIS system. I got more to fucking do in life than whinge about that crap. Even though I have to whinge in order to actually communicate all the shit that I'm not liking that's going on. Oh, it's going like it's driving me up the friggin' wall. It's driving me fucking crazy. Oh. So yeah, I'm not going to take magnesium and melatonin mixed together tomorrow night either. I'm only going to take it once or twice a week. That's all I'm going to do. I won't take it, maybe I won't take it every single week mixed together either. Just like occasionally when I absolutely have to. And yeah, it's basically the natural version of taking a really strong psychiatric drug, but it's the natural alternative, even though it's dangerous taking it long term, because mixing melatonin with magnesium makes it concentrate in your body more, and it can cause magnesium poisoning, so you're only meant to have it once in a while. So that's all I'm doing. So yeah. Oh God. Oh, the stupid fucking shit that I have to deal with certain people from the fucking NDIS is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. God. I have to sort out getting a functional capacity assessment, which is really shitting me off. Like, every time a new plan rolls around now, every few years, I have to get a functional capacity assessment, as if I will somehow magically get better or magically not need occupational therapy one day in future, or somehow be independent enough to never need help, and I'll never need to get more talking products and braille products and white canes. I'll magically be able to somehow get independent and not need any blindness products. Like, how the fuck does that make any sense? I can't make any fucking sense of it. Anyway, I'm starting to get tired. Like, I just don't give a fuck about ranting tonight anymore. Even though I'm pissed off, I'm slowly getting tired, and I'm like, whatever, I'll start reading my fucking book in a minute when I go to bed. So I'm hoping when my subscriber who I spoke with earlier, I hope she doesn't take offence at this rant. I hope she realises it's not about her. It's not about my subscriber. It's about fucking people from the NDIS expecting too much of me and then telling me to stop making excuses when I'm exhausted or sick. It gets me fucking angry, and I'm getting to the point where I'm just going to stop responding to phone calls and fucking emails. Anyway, I'm going to start reading, take a loo break, put my cup on the bench. I'll give it a quick rinse actually, and then put it on the fucking bench. Go to my fucking room and start reading, and if I find anything of interest to record, I'll come back and do another fucking video. So, apart from being super, super freaking foul about this shit to do with the NDIS, and it's not about people who I'm speaking to about it, not saying anything to me anymore. That's not what I'm angry about. I'm just angry about stuff that goes on that I can't just go to the NDIS office and yell at people because of what I'm hearing about. Like, that doesn't change anything. So, like, choosing not to tell me anything's not going to make me less pissed off, because it's not about what people say or don't say to me about what's happening, because I can't say what's going on YouTube. I can say that certain people are being pressured by the NDIS. I can't say what for, but I can at least say, telling me that people are being pressured's not what I'm angry about. I'm not angry that people tell me, hey, this is happening and blah, 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 and I hope you realise this is going on, because if you get told this and if I get told that, it's like, all of that's not making me angry. I'm not in a bad mood over that. It's not that. It's just how the NDIS system treats everyone like fucking shit. Yes, hearing about it is nasty, because I have to hear what's going on and I get angry, but I'm not angry at people for actually saying, hey, do you know this is happening? Do you know that's being said and I don't like it? Like, I'm not angry at people for actually telling me stuff that's happening. I'm angry at the NDIS doing this shit, and I'm hearing from certain people and certain people are telling me stuff because we're all trying to make changes that the NDIS aren't interested in helping us fix. That's what I'm fucking pissed off about. I'm not actually pissed off at people for saying, hey, I'm pissed off at the fucking NDIS for not fucking listening to us. Anyway, I don't want to get worse because I'm getting more fucking tired. I have had 2 really large cups of water, so I am drinking properly. I had 2 big toasted sandwiches, so I'm not even hungry. If I wake up hungry later, I can eat the rest of my strawberries, so that's fine. There's strawberries there, I can finish them off if I'm really hungry if I wake up, or I can finish them off in the morning. But I have just fucking had it up to my fucking ears with NDIS bullshit bureaucracy that is only concerned about pay the workers, pay the workers, pay the workers. Don't help the fucking participants. Just pay the fucking workers and don't help the fucking participants with what they want. That's what's fucking pissing me right off. So that's why I know, like, don't take melatonin and magnesium every single night, even if I'm angry, because I'll end up back at the ER and they'll end up saying, oh, we have better alternatives for psych meds than your magnesium and melatonin. It's like they do, but public health will only use SRI drugs. Public health won't try other medications. They'll only use SRIs, and they'll put me on one that already makes me really sick. And then the current doctor who I have will have to take me off of it again, and it won't work. And public health will be kicked off of my care plan again, because public health public health is not interested in helping me find medications that don't make me sick. They just say, well, here's what medication you're going on, that's it. If it makes you sick, we don't want to be part of your care plan. It's like, so public health is just as bad as the fucking NDIS. They put you on meds, and if they make you sick, they go, well, get your GP to put you on private health insurance, because public health is not interested in helping out with long-term solutions. And I'm like, fuck public health, I think they're shit. So even if I went to the ER and was prescribed medicine, I would just go home and not use it anyway. I just wouldn't fucking use it. I just would not fucking use it. And, presuming I would have to go to the doctors and tell them what's going on, I would just say, no, I haven't started using it. I actually want something that doesn't make me sick. And if the doctor says, oh, you're going to need to go on a private health insurance plan because public health can't help you the way you're asking, I'll just say, fine, I'll fucking go on a private health insurance fucking plan then. Who gives a fuck then? I'll just do that. At least I've learned the hard way, even if I'm given meds at the hospital, if I go home, I don't have to actually take it. I can just take it all with me to another health review at the doctor's and just say, I haven't taken this because it made me sick in the past and I'm expected to keep using it and it doesn't help me and I want something that actually works. And then I'll end up having to go on fucking private health insurance. Probably. Because the public mental health system doesn't try out different psych meds. So if you go on one that makes you sick, they say, oh, we're going to put you on a higher dosage of the same one. And if you say, well, you're the prescribing doctor, why aren't you prescribing different medication? They're like, oh, we can't choose a different medication for you because the SRI drugs are the best. And it's like, if the drug is making me sick and they're the best drug for me, but I'm already sick when I'm taking it, why don't you just try a different drug that's not an SRI to see what it does? Because putting me on all these SRI drugs and expecting me to stay sick isn't the best drug for me. It's not the best treatment plan for me. Why can't they choose other drugs? And the public psychiatrist goes, oh, we just can't give anyone with depression different drugs. We can only give them SRIs. And I went, that's a heap of shit. If they're a prescribing doctor, they should be able to prescribe several types of psych drugs. And according to them, they can't. And I'm like, fine then, I'll just fork out private health insurance, tell the public doctor to get fucked. Don't like their opinion, I'll get a second opinion from a private fucking doctor. Because I think the public health doctors fucking suck. They fucking suck to high heaven. And I'll just take my current plan to the private doctor and say, excuse me, no offence, the current plan fucking sucks, it's not working, I want a plan that actually helps me, otherwise fuck you all and I don't need a mental health plan because it isn't fucking working anyway. And I'll tell the whole medical system to get fucked, basically. So, yeah. Fuck all this whole fucking psychiatric bloody care plans that don't even fucking work for anyone. I can't say who the person is, they know who they are, but they're on a care plan that works most of the time, but sometimes it doesn't help. And all I can say is that mental health under the public system is not going to help, and unless you can afford private health insurance, you're not going to get a good plan. Which isn't very good, because I know of someone else who has a better mental health plan because they've got private health insurance, but I can't say what the go is there, but I have heard that people on private health cover get better mental health assistance, and I'm like, holy fuck. I can't say any details because I can't say, but me being me, I know how I would personally handle the situation in future, but I can't say nothing because I don't want anyone to actually stop me from making the choices that I make. I don't want people stepping in and saying, I'm going to mislabel or misdiagnose your choices as mentally unstable, because that's my legal way of controlling your life. You know, like, I don't want people saying that, oh, they've got to control my life by making up a mental health label just so that they can say that they are going to control me. Because if I wanted someone to control my life, it would actually come from me, that I would say something to let them control me. It would come from me, and I would choose to say something that I would want to allow someone to take control of. It would be my choice to say it. So I'm not going to say something that anyone else can take that choice away from me, because it is my life and I do whatever I want in my life. That's it. So I'm not saying what I would actually do, because it is my life and my business, and I will do whatever I like, whenever I like. And if anyone wants to pry into my business to get control of my life, they're going to have to be told forever and ever, because I won't say that it's okay. I'll just say, you know, if people want to pry into my business to control my life, I'll just say, find somebody else who you want to control, because I'm not going to, I won't be controlled. Find someone else who wants to be controlled, because you're not doing it to me. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to read my book, and what is that? Oh, did I not clean the fucking table properly? I didn't clean it properly. Not clean my fucking stupid table properly. God, for fucking damn sake. Holy fuck. Didn't clean it properly. Oh, you motherfucker. Okay, did that. I did that. Another really quick drink of water, just to make sure I've drunk a bit of water. And I'll have to fill up the mother freaking fucking jug again. Oh. I'm going to fill it up nice and slowly, so that way it does not overfill too quick, because if it does that, it spills everywhere. Then it spills all over the fucking bench, and it drives me crazy. There we go. Put on the fucking towel there. Oh, God. I've filled it up good enough. I will deal with it tomorrow. Oh, God. So, yeah, if any people from the fucking stupid NDIS says, oh, you've got to do what's on your plan and, oh, you've got to fucking work with your goals or otherwise you'll lose it, it's like, that's because I'm getting older and life is changing and I can't keep the same goals until I turn 65, because if I do that, I will probably collapse and I will not be able to use my plan again at all, which I don't want to say what that means because I know what it means and I don't want to say what it is because I'm pretty sure most people can figure it out and I don't want to collapse suddenly and I don't want sudden health issues to cause certain problems. Oh, God. I'm just, and I can't say what's going on, but I know that certain person will figure it out. But, yeah, you're just going to have to, like, dig your heels in and say, no, I have a routine and I'm not changing it. I can't say why, because I don't want to identify people and places. I can't do that. But I can say, don't let certain people tell you that your routine isn't working for support workers, because my routine isn't working for workers either, and I'm just like, good, if they don't like my routine, they are not my support workers, and I don't need workers who don't like my routine. If they don't like it, then I obviously don't need workers. So, yeah. Oh, God. Anyway, I'm going to get going, and if I find anything else of interest to talk about, I will be on here immediately. I'll be playing games and reading. I took my melatonin and magnesium. It's not magic. It's not going to be like, it's similar to Valium when you mix it together, but it's not Valium, and it's not like just going to suddenly make me pass out like, by the way, 3, 2, 1, I'm asleep. Oh, now I'm awake. Like, it's not quite like that, because it's a mineral plus a hormone. I will fall asleep, but it's not timed. It's, obviously it will work, but it's not like, oh, that's right, if you take a conventional drug, it's going to work in so much time and you're most likely going to be asleep in half an hour. Melatonin is a hormone and magnesium is a mineral, so it will kick in and then my body will just fall asleep when I fall asleep, It'll just happen. And that's what the doctor's concerned about, is it'll cause poisoning if I keep taking it mixed together like that. So I only take it very occasionally mixed together, because if you take only melatonin or if you just take magnesium, you can take it for a while, it's fine, every night for a little while. But you can only take melatonin with magnesium mixed together up to twice a week. And I'm like, if it's just to make me eventually fall asleep when I'll be awake till 3 a.m, then I'll mix it together. But if I'm just using it for muscle function and or sleep, I'll take it, not together kind of thing. So that's okay. And I'll take a vitamin D tablet in the morning, because the doctor told me not to take them every single week. And I'm like, fine, I fucking won't take the vitamin D tablets every week. Oh, Jesus. So, anyway, I know how I'm handling myself. I'm going crazy, but I still know how I'm handling myself at the moment. If I ever have to sign up to go to the hospital in the future for whatever shit that goes on, and I tell them I'm not using meds and then they put me on more medication, I'll just go home, I won't take it straight away. I'll take it to the doctor and just say, this happened in the past when I took this drug, and I want you to put me on an alternative that won't do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this doctor will figure something out. I can't say what's going on. I can't. But they'll figure it out. And at least this time it will get sorted properly. Like if the doctors put me on the wrong medication or put me on something that made me really sick the last time, I can just take it with me to the doctors and just say, listen, I take medication, but when it didn't work properly or I got sick, I had to stop using it. This one, I couldn't keep using it because this is what happened. And the doctor will either tell me to never, just don't take any medication, or they'll just find an alternative drug, So, yeah, that's what will happen. So, yeah, when that gets sorted, at least I'll know what I'm doing. For now, I'm just plodding along every day as I go. If the NDIS people try to tell me some shit about, I need to get a psychiatrist to convince me that I can stop choosing to stay exhausted, or stop choosing to stay home, or stop choosing to get how do I choose to get the flu in the first place? And then I found out from my doctor that most psychiatrists, maybe there are some dodgy public health psychiatrists and I don't like them anyway, but most decent psychiatrists don't actually agree with the NDIS. I can't say why, but most doctors, most psychiatrists, most healthcare professionals do not agree with the NDIS. Oh God, I wish I could say more, but if I do, I'll say it right. I will accidentally identify people and places, and I don't want to do that with this particular situation. Going shopping at Aldi, that's okay. I go shopping at Aldi. I don't mind. That's good. But I can't identify people and places relating to the NDIS because it is volatile and I don't want any abuse, and nothing wrong with how me and I can't say what's going on, but obviously with me and somebody else who I know of who talks, that's okay, but I don't want bullying and all that to happen because of, me and several people are sticking up for ourselves and we don't want to get more bullied than we already are. So, yeah, I can definitely say that I like shopping at Aldi and I go there all the time, but I'm not going to say anything else regarding the NDIS and people and places relating to doctors, NDIS, where people go, or who which people go where. I can't say much. But yeah, I will say I'm really glad to be reading books from Braille House because they're keeping me sane, and I'm liking my Kindle Unlimited subscription with Kindle. I'm not getting rid of that. I'm not getting rid of Amazon Prime. And as it is, I'm not getting rid of my gym membership. I'm not getting rid of it. So, yeah. At least I know with stress going on with me and several other people being pressured by the NDIS, I go to the gym and I'm happy working out there and socialising with various people who go there, because I can just escape from the realities of the real world for a little while. And then I do my workout. Then I sit down to have something to eat, and then I go to the shops, Aldi, or mostly Aldi, and I go to Coles occasionally, but mostly Aldi. I love going to Aldi. And I hang out with someone else who I know of. They know who they are. They love Aldi as well, and I can definitely say that because Aldi is a positive experience, and it's not going to cause problems talking about going to Aldi with somebody I know of. We get our stuff, we take it back to our separate unit locations, to our separate homes. We live separate lives. We eat separate things. We eat different things. We like different things. So, yeah. And then I can come home and enjoy playing games, reading, socialising with whoever I want to speak with, either this friend or whoever I can socialise with. There's not a lot of people I would socialise with, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I can just forget about all the stress of stupid fucking service providers who think that you put a routine down on paper, and if you don't stick to it, you're somehow choosing to fucking excuse getting out of your commitment when it's not a fucking choice. You know, getting flu symptoms is not a fucking choice. It's not. Like, oh, for fuck's sake, I hate service providers. So anyway, I have to sign up to guide dogs again at some point. I don't want to, but I have to. I fucking have to sign up. If they tell me to order new canes through them, I'll just say, nah, I use the website. I get my white canes when I fucking need them. That's just how it fucking is, because the NDIS isn't interested in fucking supplying me with what I fucking need. Oh, God. Bloody mongrel fucking bastards they are. Anyway, no worries. I'll play my games and fucking read until I eventually fall asleep. Because I'm a bit tired now, but I'm still awake, but I'm getting more and more and more tired. It's sort of like I'm slowly getting more sleepy. And I will just fall asleep when it happens. I can't be forced or rushed. I can't rush into falling asleep. It will just magically just happen. Unexpectedly, but it will just happen. Oh, God. Oh, fucking heck. It's like without service providers, I can literally do whatever the fuck I like, and with them, if I choose a different routine that the support worker doesn't like, they just say, no, I'm not taking you here, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. And I'm like, it's not about the fucking worker, it's about me. It's about the worker supporting me and what I want. Like, oh, I don't want to talk about this all night, because it's making my headache even fucking worse talking about it. Fucking stupid support workers. I hate them. Fucking bastards. That's the other fucking thing, is NDIS isn't fucking client-centred, client-focused. It's all about what the NDIS fucking wants and not about what the people fucking want. Oh, well. I'm too friggin' tired to keep ranting all night. I am fucking tired. And anyone who talks to me regularly, don't take offence, because it's not about you doing anything wrong, and you're not a bad friend, and you're not this, and you're not that. You're just when I say regular human being like everyone else with struggles and wanting to, you know what I mean, wanting to bloody get through life. Yeah, you know, are like everyone else, but you're also unique and you have your own wants and feelings. So please don't take offence, and do not take me the wrong way. I'm not after you. I'm just very pissed off. That's all it is. It's not people personally, for fuck's sake, please. It's not a personal attack, and it's not about being a bad friend, right? So, oh God. Oh. Oh, man. I'm going to check that this recording is
Speech
still
on. Message.
working.
Notes. Doc. Page 1 of 2. Record. Amazon. Recorder HQ. Stop. Pause. Button. Record.
Okay, it's still
Stop.
working.
Button.
So I'm going to get going now. Besides my stupid rant, I had a reasonable day. I spoke to someone all day, which was really good, and I hope this person is doing okay for the rest of the night. I feel really bad for the person working at the gym because they've gotten sick and they have to go to work sick, and like they're going to spread it around, they're going to make everyone else sick, and then they don't have, I don't know, I'm not angry in particular at people for having to go to work. What angers me isn't people going to work, okay? What angers me is people not being considerate that their illness doesn't affect them badly, but they have to go out with thousands of people where there'll be thousands of people going in and out of that space, and they're not considerate that everyone else isn't like them. They're okay, they get sick, they get over it in a few days or 2 weeks. They've dealt with it just fine, so then they are expecting everyone else to be like them and get over it just fine. Honestly, I hate selfish people who go out when they're sick because they're choosing not to be considerate of other people who not be as well off as they are. You know, it's not a personal attack, I'm just telling the truth. If people get sick, they need to accept that everyone else isn't like them. Some people will be fine getting over the flu like they are. Other people will be really, really worse off and be really sick and possibly go to hospital. And if someone is selfish enough, I can't say who it is, but if they're going to be selfish enough to be inconsiderate and not care how they're affecting other people, then I don't want to talk to them. Like, I'm okay that people have to go to work. They have to get paid. But going to work sick and going, oh, well, I'm selfish, I have to get paid, and if I make somebody else go to hospital because I'm okay when I get sick and I need to get my week's wage, for the week, because I don't give a fuck that other people might not be as well off as me when they get sick and I happen to not give a fuck about it, well, blow me fucking dead. I'm too old for people to be selfish like this, to be forgiving of people who are so fucking selfish. I'm too old for this shit. Oh, by the way, I'm selfish and I have to go to work every day, so I'm going to go into work sick because if someone else gets the illness from me and ends up at the hospital for 2 weeks because they're half dead and I've gotten over it just fine, that doesn't matter so long as I get paid and I don't have to go to the hospital when I'm sick. I don't care how other people are affected so long as I'm fine. Fuck everyone else. Oh, some people in this world make me very, very angry. Oh, I get so pissed off. Anyway, I'm over it. I'm running out of steam, out of energy, running out of steam because I'm just getting more and more drowsy. Oh my fucking God. Oh God. I don't mean to be offensive. I don't mean to be an asshole. I don't mean for people to not get paid, to not go to work, but please, if you're going to get sick, be considerate of who you're giving it to, because I don't want it, and nor do thousands of other people. And if you rather not care that some people go to hospital and some people don't, so long as you can spread your fucking filthy germs around, then I don't have anything nice to say to you other than please fuck off, you know. Anyway, I don't mean to make people feel like I'm being an asshole. I'm just being honest, and once again, I'm not suggesting that people I associate with have to be a bad friend, because they're not. I'm just saying, be considerate when you're sick. Don't be a fucking asshole and make me sick because you don't give a fuck about me, so long as you're fine. Like, please, keep your germs to yourself. Anyway, that's my rant with that. I'm not having a go at any of my subscribers. I'm just having a go at fucking selfish people who don't care how they affect everyone else. I'm having a go at them. I'm not having a go at my fucking subscribers. If people know who they are and they spread their filthy germs around when they're sick, please fucking stop doing it. Just stop it, because it's fucking unhygienic. And if you want to get paid to make other people sick, fucking stay home and get paid. For God's sake. Work from fucking home. And if you can't work from home and you're too selfish to accept that maybe you might need to miss out on 1 week's worth of pay because you're sick and you'd rather spread it around, by God, please find a new fucking job where you don't have to work with other people who don't even like your selfish attitude anyway. Okay, I need to stop ranting right now before I say something very bad. Anyway, I can't say any more. Oh, God, I can't do it. I'll start reading. I may or may not come back on to do another recording. I'll see how I go. I may come back on later tonight if I'm awake. I may be asleep later. Knowing how I am right now, I'll probably be asleep soon, but God only knows. I'll end up falling asleep regardless eventually, but if I don't come back on within the next 2 hours, presume I'm sleeping, and I'll be back tomorrow. So, yeah, and I'll let you know what I know of this book if I get the chance to even read. Yeah. I'm at least going to play one of my games before falling asleep. So, I hope you all have a good day or a good night wherever you are. I hope my subscriber, who I know will be listening, because I know I found 39 subscribers. I hope you all enjoy my rant. To the person who I speak to regularly, please try not to take offence. I'm not having a go at you. I'm not angry at you. I'm just pissed off about certain things that has nothing to do with you personally. So please try. I know it's going to sound nasty and I know it's going to sound like you're going to get upset, but please try hard not to take it the wrong way, please. Thank you if you're listening. Please know that I'm still happy to associate and talk and all that. I can't, obviously, because YouTube's, a public place. I can't say, anything apart from person knows who they are. I'm still happy to associate and talk with this person. So, yeah, it's not about you personally. Anyway, yeah, if it comes across wrong, it's not that. It's just certain things that I'm not happy about. And I'm still happy to associate and talk to this particular person, this subscriber, and it's not about being a bad friend. It's about me being really pissed off about stuff that I'm not happy about with people generally, you know. Anyway, I will talk to everybody again later. I can't see myself going to the shops tomorrow. I'll probably go there on Monday to Aldi because I like Aldi. I love Aldi, actually. Aldi is a very good place to shop at. So, yeah. I will speak to you all probably tomorrow at this rate.
Stop button.